So hey everyone, today we are going to discuss a problem and the name of the problem is pattern 2. So what we need to do in this problem, we need to print a pattern, and how we are going to print a pattern, it's let me first visualize you how what we need to print is. For example, firstly you need to take an input for n. So just give me a second. Firstly you need to take an input for n, and for that n you need to print a pattern. Okay, so for example, let me consider a test case where n is 5. Okay, so here what we need to do is, for example, if we are having the value of n that is 5, that is how the pattern will print, like how the pattern will work like. So the pattern will be like, if the value of n is 5, then we need to print 5 lines. Okay, and in those 5 lines what we need to print is, I'm going to show you that. Okay, so for example, in the fifth line, in the first line, what you need to do, you need to print 5 stars. Okay, 5 stars. So this one is 4, this one is separated by a space. So we are printing 5 stars, and after printing those 5 stars, if the lines in the second line, what we need to do, the how much star we have printed in the first line, in the previous line, we have to decrease it with 1. So for example, if we have printed 5 stars, so in the next line we need to print 5 minus 1, that is what, that is equals to 4. So that we are going to do is, we are going to print 4 stars separated with a space. So now in the next step, what will happen? The value of n is 5. So if the line number is 3, so what we need to do is, we need to print, that is 5 minus the previous number of lines. So previous was 2. So what we need to print is, how much star we have to print? We have to print 3 stars. So that's the same thing we are going to do here. And in the next thing, what will happen? So in the that is in the fourth line, what I need to print is, I need to print the star which I had printed in the previous line minus 1. So that is what, 5 minus 3, that is what equals to, I need to print 2 stars, because in the previous I was printing 3, so I need to print here, that is 2. So in the fifth line, what I need to print, I need to print simple a single star. So the pattern will go like this. Okay, so as you can say, it's depend on the line number. What we are doing, we are doing, firstly just you have to watch my previous video, because I have explained the reverse of this problem in the previous video. If you didn't had watched that, firstly just go and watch out it, then come here for this solution. You will be definitely able to solve it by yourself. If you'll able to if you'll go and watch this, watch out the previous video, then I'll commit you that after watching that video, you are be able to solve this problem by yourself. Okay, so if you didn't watch that video, so just you can continue from here. So you can see what we are doing here is, it's basically depends on the line number. So for each line number, I have to print stars. So for example, if this is my fifth line, if this is my first line, I need to print star from if for example, I'm making it as j equals to 1 till j less than equals to n. Okay, I need to print star till this. So for example, if my value of j was n was 5, so my 5 star will print so the my so if the my value of n is equals to 5, so my so the j will run till 5 again. Yeah, so in the next line what will happen? So here I have to print the star, that is depend on the line number. So that is my first line, and the first line I'm printing 5 stars. In the next line, what I need to do is, this line will till until when, that when n minus I minus 1. Why? Let's see. What I'm doing is, I am starting initializing my I with this is defining my line number, and in that line number what I need to do is, I'm doing this. So for that line, I'm doing that is, I need to print it, I need to run till 5 lines. Okay, so I'm running it for 5 separate lines. So this condition is defining line numbers, and this condition is defining what we need to do in that line. Okay, so here my n is what, n is the value of n is 5, and n minus I is what, 1 minus 1, that is what, 1 minus 1 is 0. So I am going to print 5 stars in this line, in the first line. Okay, so for the first line I'm going to do this. What will in the next line, what will happen? The value of I changes to 2. Okay, so I need to print 4 stars. So the value will start from j equals to 1, it will run till n minus I minus 1. So n minus 2 minus it will goes on like, it will plus 1, not minus, it will like plus 1. Yeah, So what will happen? That is n plus 1, that is n minus 2 plus 1. Not, it was not minus, it was it was plus. Okay. So n minus 2 plus 1. So what will happen here? The value of n is 5, and if we subtract 5 minus 2, that will become 3, and if we add it 1 into it, that will become 4. Also, these simple things we have to implement. So what we are going to do in the next line, the second line, we are going to print 4 stars. So we have printed that. In the third line, what we need to print? We need to print 3 stars. So how we are going to do this? The value of n is 5, and the I value will reach to 3. So 5 minus 3 plus 1. So this will become 2 plus 1. That will become what? That will become 3. So I need to print 3 star. I will do that. Okay. So let's do the code part for this problem. So firstly, I need to take input and put for n. Actually, scanner class is already implemented, so I'm going to take directly the input for this value. So and after that, what I need to do is I need to decide my line number. That is, it's what my line number is. So for the first line, I need to print something. So this I is defining my line number. So that is, I need to run it till I, because I am having 5 lines, so I'm running it till n. Okay. So it depends on the basically on the n, what will be the value of n. And for that, what I need to do is I need to print. My j will be depends on what? It depends on the I. So j will start from 1, and j will run up till n minus I plus 1, and here it will goes on like j plus plus. Can you see here? That is, j is n minus I plus 1. So if the value of I is 1, so n minus I, that will become 4, and plus 1 will become 5. And in this line, I need to print what? I need to print star. So that same thing I'm going to do here is system.out print. I'm using here print, not println, because why? Because I have to, because if I use println here, so what will happen? The 5 stars will 5 star will going to be printed in the new line. Okay, but I don't want. I want the first 5 star will be printed in the same line, and after that the line changes. So I'm doing here is I'm just going to print star. I'm going to print star, and after that I'm using /t. Why? /t is used for separating, creating spaces. Okay, and after this line goes on completely. Then after that I need to print, and I need to change the line. I need to press the enter. So how I'm going to press the enter? That is, you all know, that is what? ln print ln. I just creating a new line. So let's run this code again. I'm hoping everything is fine. So there is a wrong answer. Why? What will be the value for n? If the value of n is 5, n minus, sorry, here it is j less than equals to. By mistake, and I have write over j less than. I have need to print equal. So let's submit that code. So it got submitted. It got submitted. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, let's meet out in the next video. Thanks a lot.